everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Emma. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2, and our family lives on a tight budget. On my channel, I'm learning how to make small changes to create a more peaceful, organized, and manageable home for me and my family. We're all about keeping it real and making most of what we have. Today's video is all about finishing up our last-minute Christmas prep. In this video, I wanted to take you along with me while I finish some baking for the week ahead. Also, I wanted to talk about some budget-friendly activities that we've done throughout this holiday season that won't break the bank. Just like every mom, I want to make those core memories for my kids. I was reading something recently that said, all good childhood memories embrace all 5 senses, and I really took that to heart. So I was brainstorming and I decided to make a simmer pot because when my kids look back on the holidays, I want them to remember a particular scent that was in our home. And simmer pots are such an affordable way to do so. And also, it's non-toxic. My little toddler has been sick with a suspected ear infection and he hasn't been eating for a few days. Today was the first day in maybe 2 days that he was actually hungry when he woke up, and he requested peanut butter toast and grapes. So that is what my little boy gets. What we use for ear infections is called colloidal silver, and we use it for a few days straight until it's gone, and it works perfectly for us. Simmer pots are such a budget-friendly trick to make the whole house smell amazing. All I do is use a few ingredients I already have in my home, and it makes the whole house smell festive. For this simmer pot, I put some water in my crock pot, added 2 sliced oranges, some sliced cranberries, whole cranberries, a cinnamon stick, and some cloves, and I just left that on low for the whole day, and it made my house smell amazing. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love sending out crafts for my toddler to do on his own while I get some stuff done around the house. And you guys, these crafts do not have to be super complicated. They do not have to cost any money. Usually, I just use things that I have in our homeschool cabinet, which is a hot mess, and I make something that works. A few examples of activities we've done so far this year is creating homemade ornaments, decorating the house with paper chains, and also creating Christmas cards for family members. The kids love it, and it's a great way to keep them engaged and in the holiday spirit without spending a ton of money. Today, all I'm doing is drawing a simple Christmas tree on a white piece of paper, and I'm giving my son his dot markers, and he's making the ornaments and the star on top of the tree. When it comes to toddler activities, I really want to keep it as open-ended as possible. I want him to do whatever he wants to do with it and not expect a Pinterest perfect craft at the end. You'll see in just a second that he wanted to add his own little truck stickers as ornaments on his tree. Yes, it went away from my vision of a Pinterest perfect activity, but that's what he wanted to do. I had the stickers. Why say no? One of my favorite things about Christmas is staying centered and focused on our faith. As a family, we remember the true meaning of Christmas, celebrating the birth of Jesus and the love he has for each of us. Every evening, we read the Bible together and we thank God for the blessings he has given us so far this year. This year, my favorite Christmas song is called There's a Baby, and there's a lyric that goes something like, there is a baby in a manger, and he is a sign that the Lord has forgiven me. And that really stuck out to me this year, and it was so powerful and so rich, so I want to share that with you today. Now let's move on to something else that doesn't require a lot of money, but still brings a lot of joy, and this is making neighbor gifts. This year, I'm making a batch of cookies to give as gifts to our neighbor. It's such a simple yet meaningful way to show that we're thinking about them and appreciate them, and it's an easy way to get the whole family involved. The kids can help mix the dough, add chocolate chips, or even packaging them up. It's a great activity to do together. Today we're making those cookies. You've probably seen them before. They're like sugar cookies with the Hershey Kiss in the middle. So I have softened butter, a half cup of that. I have 2 teaspoons of milk, a tablespoon of vanilla. Guys, I don't know. I will link the recipe down there for you.
Baking soda.
Of course, I can't forget my little helper, always there right by my side, wanting to help make cookies. But in actuality, I think he just wants an opportunity to lick the bowl or the spoon after we make them.
Cheese.
These cookies are one of our favorites. I made them 3 times so far this holiday season, once for Thanksgiving and twice for Christmas. Not gonna lie, one batch did not even leave my house. We ate them all. After I mix all the ingredients together, I am taking a cookie scoop and rolling them together and rolling it into some sugar, placing it on my cookie sheet and baking them at 350. The instructions say for 9 minutes. I baked both my trays for 2 minutes extra because I felt like they weren't quite done enough. I gave my little helper a scoop of dough and a bowl full of sugar so he can help roll them out and participate without actually contaminating the rest of the dough. And yes, he just ended up eating the dough and then licking the sugar right out of the bowl, which is awesome, right? Another thing that we like to do during the holiday season is decorate cookies. A lot of you guys know that my son is dye-free, so decorating cookies might look a little bit different in our family than in your family. But if you are dye-free or if your kid is dye-free, I really want to suggest you go check out Trader Joe's or Aldi's. As of right now, anything that is Trader Joe's brand or Aldi's brand is dye-free. So we were able to get him some dye-free sprinkles so he can participate. At the very end of this video, I added in a clip of him decorating the cookies with his dye-free sprinkles, and you will see that they look exactly the same as normal sprinkles. Maybe the color's a little bit muted, but he didn't even know the difference. So all my dye-free moms out there, I'm really feeling your pain with you. The holiday season is not friendly to kids with dietary restrictions. With all the treats and going to different families' houses or going to different friends' houses or getting goodie bags, I feel like I'm constantly on alert trying to navigate or intercept little treats that might be finding. He literally ate a M&M right off the ground the other day, and I'm like, oh great. Having dye in it isn't even the main point. It's just a green M&M off the dirty floor. Gross. While my cookies are baking, I am taking the wrappers off the Hershey Kisses because as soon as you take those cookies out, you're going to want to put the Hershey Kisses in and squish them down into the cookies so they can melt and stick to the cookies. Like I said earlier, these cookies I had to put in for a few extra minutes to get them as done as I wanted them to. And there goes in my second batch. Another memory-making activity we've been enjoying this season is looking at Christmas lights around our neighborhood. It's completely free and so much fun. This year, we got hot chocolate from Circle K. Yes, you heard that right. Circle K has the best hot chocolate. It's better than Starbucks, better than Dunkin', better than any other place. Circle K is the way to go, and it also is pretty cheap. We went to my parents' house, we bundled up, and we loaded into the back of my dad's truck. Don't worry, they live in a very small neighborhood that is not busy at all. And the baby was bundled up nice and cozy, strapped safely into his car seat inside the vehicle. After you put the Hershey Kisses into the cookies, you want to transfer them pretty quickly to a wire rack to let them finish cooling. Careful, don't touch the tops because the chocolate chips are on their way to be very, very melty. Then I put some on a plate. I put saran wrap once the chocolate chips, Hershey Kisses, dried, and that is what we gave to our neighbors. For Christmas Eve, we always go over to my mom's house and we celebrate Christmas with her and my side of the family. And I am bringing a focaccia bread. I have never made anything like this, and this is a no-knead recipe. And just like the other one, I probably can't tell you what I'm doing right now, but I will put the recipe in the description below. After you mix together all the ingredients for this recipe, you have to let the bread rise in the fridge for 24 hours. So unfortunately, you will not see the end result in this video. You just have to subscribe and come back. We did go to one Christmas event this year. We went to a Pioneer Winter Wonderland. It is a newer event right outside our city, and it's at a historical pioneer site. So during the day, there's field trips. You go into a little town where people dress up and pretend to be the citizens of this old town or something like that. And so during the winter at night, they make it a wonderland and they set out lights and things like that. I'm including a video at the end of this video showing what we all did there. And it was so cute. There was gold mining they could do, and of course the lights, and there was a little rodeo showdown kind of show at the very end, and it was really cute, and it was very age appropriate for my toddler. The only bad part was there was an entrance fee, which I expected, but to do extra rides or the train ride or they had an escape room, things like that, you had to pay an additional fee. So I wish I would have known that. I might have saved a little more, or I might have chosen a different event altogether, just because by the time you finish doing everything you wanted to do, you're paying more and more and more money. So I am definitely going to consider that for next year. I know being a mother this time of year is very overwhelming, especially if you're trying to juggle everything on a tight budget. But I promise that making small changes and being intentional about how you spend your time and your money can make a big difference. To the mom who needs to hear this, it doesn't take a lot of money or a perfect home to create a place of peace and love and memories for your kids to fondly look back on. Your kids don't need you to spend a lot of money on them. How they spell love is Time.
A Grinch! And a Grinch? You were right. I see a Grinch.
So I hope today's video has inspired you to find ways to create a peaceful home on a budget and make memories with your kids, and most of all, remember to appreciate the simple blessings in your life. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with anyone you might find it helpful. I'd love to hear your ideas for budget-friendly family activities and how you create a cozy, peaceful atmosphere in your home as well.
Put it in. Good job. Push it in. There you go. Good job. High five.
Remember, the purpose of my channel is that I'm learning how to make small changes in my habits to create a more peaceful, organized, and manageable home for my family. So if you're on the same journey, you're in the right place, and don't forget to follow along for this wild ride. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, and have a very Merry Christmas.